Hello, how is everyone doing? It is your fallen angel back with another video. Today, we are going over the houses of the zodiac and their connection with the cosmos. Before we get started, feel free to check us out on Patreon, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature. Also like and subscribe. But let's begin. If you face the south, where the sun is at noon, there is a point on the horizon to the left, one immediately over your head and another on the horizon to the right. An imaginary circle drawn through these points and continued round the earth is called the prime vertical. An equal division of the circle into 12 parts gives rise to what are called the 12 houses, or the 12 zodiacs. Everything in this cosmos works off dozens, whether this be the months in the year, whether this be the astrological signs, the Chinese zodiac signs. Many things are operating off 12s. There are numbered for purposes of reference from the east horizon below the earth to the west horizon, and thence through the zenith to the east horizon again. The horizon east forms the cusp of the first house, and the upper meridian forms the cusp of the 10th house. The west horizon forms the cusp of the 7th house, and the lower meridian that of the 4th house. The 1st and 7th houses are also called the ascendant and the descendant, respectively. The 1st, 10th, 4th, and 7th are called the angles. The 2nd, 11th, 5th, and 8th are called the succedent. The 3rd, 6th, and 9th, 12th are called the cadent houses. Planets in the angles of a horoscope are by the position rendered more powerful in their action and more conspicuous in the life of one born when they are placed. Many planets in cadent houses will render the career inconspicuous and in a measure servile. Many planets in succeeding houses are an indication of a career that is helped by a persistent endeavor. Thus, the angular houses correspond with the cardinal signs, the succedent with the fixed signs, and the cadent with the flex signs. So guys, in the previous video, we touched upon all the signs, their quadruplicities, as well as their elements that go along with it. So we explained how these intertwine with the houses as well. And this correspondence may be traced throughout the circle. Aries with the first house, Taurus with the second, Gemini with the third, and so on and so forth. The Kabbalah of houses showed them to be divided into 4 groups, or the quadruplicities. Individuals 1st, 5th, and 9th, possessive 2nd, 6th, and 10th, relative 3rd, 7th, 11th, terminal 4th, 8th, 12th. Of these, among the individual group, the first is external and relates to the person or the body of the man. The 5th is intermediate and has a relation to the psychic nature or soul. And the 9th is internal and is related to the spiritual nature or individuality. Hence, all the houses are either physical, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, psychic, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, or spiritual, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So guys, I also want to reiterate, when we think of this, 1st, 2nd, 3rd as the physical, 5th, 6th, 7th as the psychic, and 9, 10, 11, 12 as the spiritual. Also keep in mind, we can think of this as the dimensions of life, the 12 dimensions of life. Yes, we could see the first 3 dimensions through light apparatus. 5, 6, 7, 8 will be the psychic realm. 9, 10, 11, 12 will be considered God, the spiritual realm. The things we can't see, the things that can or can't happen, right? This is the spiritual 9, 10, 11, 12. The close study of these intimate relationships of the houses and their correspondence with the signs of the zodiac is the most profound work of the astrologer. It is the foundation of the whole art of correct foreknowledge. For practical purposes, we may brief the dominations and significations of the houses as follows. So the significations of the houses. The first house governs the body, personal appearance, physical well-being, and accidents happening to the person. The second house governs the person, personal property, money in hand, personal effects. The third house rules the personal relations, the tie, the consanguinity, brothers and sisters, also means of communication, whether by vehicle, letter post, telegraph, or other means whatsoever. It denotes cables, bridges, telegraphs, wires, viaducts, other means of connections, wirings, and letters, and writings. The fourth house governs the end of the physical life, the grave, material product, mines, farming, produce, land, houses, freeholds, leases, tenancies, and hence landlords. The fifth house is the extension of the first and governs the psychic nature, progeny, passions, pleasures, love affairs, hence theaters, places of amusement, sport, etc., the younger generation, and such things and persons as tend to their well-being. The sixth house is an extension of the second. It governs the food, clothing, servants, personal comforts, relative possessions, generally also the work or profession in which the subject engages, whatsoever contributes to the well-being of the subject's possessions. The seventh house is an extension of the third. It governs the tie of conjugality, the marriage of partner, persons in contract, rivals, as opposing the first house. The eighth is an extension of the fourth. It governs the dissolution of vital forces, death, matters being relating to death, to the dead, wills, legacies, and being the second from the seventh, dowry, or personality of the marriage partner. The ninth house is an extension of the fifth. It governs the spiritual nature, the far-off land, whether it to be that across the ocean or beyond the veil. Theological subjects, theology, philosophy, publications, the law, lawyers, insurance, dreams, visions, and other world experiences. The 10th house is an extension of the 6th. It denotes the ambition, success, attainments of the subject, honor, credit, public esteem, the father or mother. The 10th is always of the same sex as the 1st, and in a female horoscope denotes the mother. The 11th house is an extension of the 7th, and denotes the tie of friendship, congeners, associates, syndicates, companies, leagues, clubs, associations of which the subject is member, his confederates and supporters. The 12th house is an extension of the 8th and denotes privation, confinement, restraint, the hospital, prison, or other place of detention, sequestration, exile, ambushes, plots, secret enemies, the occult. It will seem that many interpretations apply to the house by reflection, thus the first being the subject of the horoscope, and the 7th his wife, the 3rd his relatives, and the 9th his wife's relatives. The latter house comes to mean brothers and sisters-in-law, marriage relatives, the 10th being the father, and the 4th the mother, in a male horoscope. The 7th is the maternal grandfather, and the 1st the maternal grandmother, the 6th being the uncles or aunts on the mother's side, maternal aunts or uncles, the relatives of the mother, the 5th progeny from the 6th. The 10th house will denote maternal cousins. Similarly, with all those relations which a man may not marry, as expounded in the Book of Common Prayer. We have now before us the whole of the alphabet of astrology, and may now proceed to frame a horoscope and read it by the language of the heavens. It is important that the whole of planetary nature should be learned together with those of the signs and the significations of the houses before the next step is taken. When the alphabet has become a language, that language may be interpreted. Until then, we are faced with dead symbols. So guys, the reasons why we're going over these specifics when it comes to astrology, whether it be the houses, the quadruplicities, the elements, we have to understand what these symbols mean. Because if we don't know what it means we'll just be understanding a dormant ideology. It's important we understand how these things relate in the cosmos and how they directly impact us as well as the cosmos itself. So guys, this was a video on the houses of astrology explained. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Also leave a comment down below. I'd love to read them. Feel free to check us out on Patreon, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature. This was your fallen angel, and I am out.